Hello everyone. In this video, we will look at robots designed for palletizing, specifically ABB robots. For this, we need to launch Machine Maker. After launching, we need to add our robot. In this case, we need to click on Add Mechanism, Robot and Palletizing. Here, upload the file and select the 3D model of our robot. If the 3D model loads in this form, we need to rotate it to the orientation we need. Then we will immediately add several axes that we will need later. Let's start with the base. This will be the bottom part of our robot, then the first axis, the second axis, and so on. After that, we will use the axes that we added. This will be this part of the robot. Then, joint 2.1. Our robot is basically ready for further work. We should not forget to change the brand, as we have the ABB brand. We can select it here, we click the Yes button, and move to the next tab, Kinematics. In this tab, we need to set the positions of the axes. Usually, technical documentation of the robot is used for setting these positions. In this simple example, we will not delve into this. We arrange it as follows. That is, where the mechanism should rotate, we install these nodes. The next step will be configuring the axes so that they can rotate sequentially. For this, we need to select joint 1.1, which we defined. There is also a visibility toggle button here, so we can understand which axis we are selecting. For example, when visibility is turned on, I immediately see that this area is highlighted and I am working with it. To configure, we need to open the parameters and set up our connections, how they should work together. We place our node in the highlighted area. For this, we also need to rotate it. We should also pay attention to these arrows, which indicate how our axes will rotate. Next, we configure the next one. In this case, we will not move the second node. It stays in the same place. Next, we configure and remove the inversion. we turn on visibility and place our node in this highlighted area. Node configured. After this, we close, turn on visibility, and see how this area has become darker. This means our node is here. We see that our nodes are installed correctly. Next, we move to simulation to check the correctness of our robot's movements. We see how the robot has become fully mobile. All nodes are functioning properly, which means that after all the robot's configurations, we can click the Apply button. Before exporting this project, we need to add a tool for our robot, as we will be moving objects. In this case, we will use this tool from the local library, add it, and now we can export the project. After exporting, we will add several objects for our project. This will be a table. It will also be necessary to move it a distance so that the robot can reach it. We will add a tray to it. In this case, it will be a two-tier tray where we will place boxes. The next object will be this box. In which we will place this four-tier tray for holding boxes. We click the Apply button, and since there is nothing more to do on this tab, we move to the Parts tab and add this box. We move to the Parts tab and add this box to the table and move to the Programming tab to set up the program for our robot. The first step will be adding the pick command, which will tell the robot which parts to work with. We see that the robot can reach this area. Then we will add the Place command to show the robot where to put the parts. So it can reach it, we will move it to this area and try to recalculate the project. This means we only need to loop the program by adding an if condition. where we will say that if this table becomes empty, after this, we need to recalculate the program and see how our robot will work. In this case, we see how the robot passes through other parts. We have touched on this topic in our other video tutorials. Our robot is fully functional, with all nodes working, and able to easily move the specified parts. Thank you all for watching.